We are officially in the complete depths of autumn here. The mornings are so dark and muted and chilly. The world muted in both sound and color. The birds are quieter, many of them gone in search of warmer weather. The vibrant green has slowly cascaded into a show of yellows, oranges, reds, and purples. Fog gathers around the tops of the mountains most mornings, weaving itself amongst the valleys. I think the only creature who is still running at full speed is the squirrel. Their chittering and gnawing on the fallen black walnuts can be heard throughout the day. They, just like me, are preparing for the cold of winter, gathering the last of the natural world before she, too, disappears and waits for the warmth to return. Tomorrow is Halloween, also known as the Celtic New Year. Some believe this as the time when the veil between the worlds is the thinnest. Hence the beginning of the tradition of dressing up in costumes to avoid the spirits, or carving jack-o'-lanterns to scare the evil spirits away. I view it as a time to remember loved ones who have passed. And today I want to honor my grandmother. She passed last year, and I miss our weekly calls deeply. Her grandparents came over from Czechoslovakia and settled in the United States, bringing with them one of my favorite baked goods and a fond childhood memory from my grandma, which is a poppy seed kolache. I swear my grandma always had a batch of kolaches already made, frozen in the freezer, just ready to go whenever there were guests to feed. And I love kolaches because they're so different from all the other desserts I grew up eating. It's not super sweet like cookies or cakes or other types of bars. It was this whole special treat in its own way. And I also love that it has such a strong family tie. Really the only family tie, the only traditional thing I feel that we still have in our family is the kolache. For anyone who has never heard of this before, it's essentially a yeasted dough, like a bread. Some people do a sweet bread, but we always just made a regular loaf of bread. It's a yeasted bread that you fill with some type of filling. My grandma only ever did poppy seed filling, but I believe any fruit jam is acceptable in a kolache. But we always just had poppy seeds, so that's what I am making today. The years before my grandma passed and I lived closer to home, I would always ask her out on a coffee date, and we would giggle like little girls because I would ask her to go on a date with me. And I have such fond memories of getting coffee with her, and we would both drink decaf, and we could sit at the coffee shop for hours just talking about everything and nothing at the same time. So I really wanted to make these kolaches and have them ready for Halloween, the Celtic New Year tomorrow, so I could sit and enjoy my kolache with my cup of coffee and just think of my grandma and all of the love I have for her. Regardless of how you celebrate this holiday, I hope you have a warm, cozy day with loved ones, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.